It's time for the Northwoods Cooking Show. Starring Uncle Roy and Miss Callie, the troublemaking dog.
Hello and welcome to the Northwoods Cooking Show. I'm your host, Uncle Roy, and as you can tell, it's Halloween! Ho ho! Callie, come here! Oh, you guys see Callie in their costumes! Come here! Oh, Callie! Come here! I got a tweet! Come here, Callie! Come here! Oh, she's scared of the great pumpkin. Oh, there she comes. Oh, it's nice pose, and you can see the background. She's a little skunk today, or this year. Oh, come here. You want to tweet? In positions? Yeah. You can do it right there. Then they can see your little skunkies. Come here. Here. Oh, she's going all the way around, and then she'll come back. Come here. Here she comes. Come here, Callie. Come on. Sit pretty, right here. Callie, come here. Sit pretty. Got a treat. Sit pretty. Sit. Oh, the little skunkers. Oh, phew. That's a long time just to get a treat. So anyway, we're going to take and do some fall recipes today. First, we're going to take and make a pork tenderloin roast in a marsala sauce. So first of all, we need to take and get our pan nice and hot because we want to sear this. When I was over in France, now I got just tons and tons of recipes and ideas and stuff for other future shows from my adventures in Paris, France. Woohoo! It was so fun there. Oh my God, it was just gorgeous. Oh, I loved it. And I'll be doing clips and stuff during the show for commercials and that with the Paris theme to it so you can see everything and help go along the trip. I had it all up on Facebook and I had a lot of you people out there, a lot of my fans, you guys are watching every day. And I appreciate it and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It was wonderful. My Facebook likes went from 203 when I left to 237 when I got back. and my increase was 610%, and my talk about this went up to 413%. So thanks everybody for watching the show, for watching me in Paris. It was so much fun. Anyways, let's make this roast. So all we have to do first is just get our pan nice and hot, because we want to take and sear this on all sides. And we just got a nice big huge pork loin roast here. And we just have to take and just brown this off on all the sides. We just want to sear it first to get that completely brown. Then we're going to put that in our roaster, and then we'll just cook that off into the oven. But you want to make sure you get this nice and brown, because you want to take and get some scrapings from the roast left into the pan, so that way we can take and make our sauce and our gravy. Okay, as you can tell here now, we're getting nice and brown on the outside. And we wanted to get this way all around. Okay, now we got our roast all nice and seared on the outside. Nice golden brown. And this we're going to place right into our roaster. And we're going to put just a little bit of water on the bottom, like about 1/4 inch. And then we'll just cover this. And this can go right into our hot oven. It's at 400 degrees. And we're going to roast this now until it gets at least 165 degrees with the inserted with the thermometer. Then while that's cooking, we can make the sauce. Okay, now that the pork is cooking, we can take and make our marsala sauce. And for this, we're going to heat up our frying pan, and we're going to add 1 diced onion. I got a medium-sized white onion, you know, a little more, a little less, whatever, doesn't matter. But I like the white onion rather than the yellow, because the yellow is sweet and the white is more pungent and it has a more oniony flavor to it. So we're going to put that in along with 1 container of sliced mushrooms, and we're just going to let these saute down until they're soft and tender, and that's going to take about 8 minutes or so. So we'll just take and cut out and come back when these are nice and tender. Okay, now our mushrooms and onions are nice and tender. And now we're going to be adding a 1/2 cup of Marsala wine, along with a 1/2 cup of beef broth. Now we just let these get all heated up. Comes back to a boil. Okay, now our sauce is boiling, so everything's hot. We're going to be adding 1 cup of heavy cream and a teaspoon of dry mustard. And then we just mix this together, and this is our marsala sauce. And now we can just let this reduce until it thickens up, and with the heavy cream it won't take very long. This will be really good, Callie Allies. And then this is our pork marsala. Ooh, pork and marsala sauce. Ooh, goozies. Ooh, what Callie Allies. She's missing out. The skunk's outside chasing the kids. Cute. Let's get a close-up of that one, Callie. And this is our pork and marsala sauce. Ooh, let's taste this one, Callie's. Oh, this reminds me back in France. Oh. That ever good. Nice and tender too. So, we hope you enjoy this. So to continue on with some more fall dishes, we're going to make some apple muffins. Whoa, how cool is that? Apples are in season now. It's the holiday season for apples, squashes, all your gourds, your garden vegetables and fruits are all ready now for picking. And so there's tons of recipes out there for the fall. And we're going to do some apple muffins. This is really great for Halloween because the apples are already ready. And if you have your private parties, you can have apple muffins all the time. Apple muffins in the morning for breakfast. These are quick and simple and easy to make. So what we're going to do in a larger bowl first. We need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And always remember to level off, because even the slightest extra amount of flour can really dry out your products to make them tougher and harder. And we don't want that. Then we also need a 1/2 cup of white sugar. Along with 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Now these are going to be nice and fluffy when we got 3 teaspoons in it. Whoa. I know I always like muffin recipes that have at least 2 teaspoons of baking powder or soda or a combination thereof. Anything at least 2 or more, you know you're going to have a good muffin. And then we also need a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Gotta get that salt in there, because the kosher salt, of course, is less sodium than iodized salt, spoonful per spoonful. So it's healthier for you. It also makes your baking products rise much lighter and fluffier. And salt is also a leavening agent, so you have to have salt in almost all your baked products in order for it to rise. Otherwise, that's how you get flatbread, because there's no salt in there. And then we just mix these all together. You want to make sure these are thoroughly mixed so that when you make your muffins, you got an equal amount of salt, baking powder, etc. throughout the whole muffin. So they don't rise in, different size. It gets bigger and another one falls down. Oh, I just saw a big skunk go past the window. Oh, he's not running around with the neighbor dog. Oh, pew, pew. Oh, Callie might spray you. We can just make a well in that. And in the smaller bowl, we need 3/4 cup of apple juice, a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, that's going to make it moist. We also need 1 egg. And you always gotta have, cinnamon. Cinnamon in your apple products. And we'll break up that yolk and mix these together. Now you want to make sure that your oven is preheated at 400 degrees because we're on a hot oven. And this goes right into the well of the middle of the bowl here of the dry ingredients. Along with 1 cup of peeled, cored, diced apples. You can use any flavor you want to, tart or sweet. I like to do it on more of a tart side because you're going to have the sweetness of all the other ingredients in here. And then we just mix this up together. And you will have lumps in this. You don't want a smooth batter because if you over mix it, then your muffins don't turn out so fluffy. They get so flat and rubbery and tough. Oh, we'll just stop. That's it. River McGee, I told you to clean up. How's it out one of these days? Make some room here. Then, our muffin cups. Now, we want to grease these, but only the bottom of the cup. If you grease the sides, the muffin doesn't have anything to cling on to, the batter, and you're going to end up with a flat muffin. So if you have if it was greased up on the sides, then the batter rises up and it just goes out and it gets flat because there's grease there. If it's dry on the side, it'll cling to it and then it gets up and pushed up into the big muffin and then it gets rounded on top. So we only want to grease just the very bottom. And it's the same way too when we make our quick breads. Remember when I tell you on the, like when we make banana bread, you only want to grease the bottom and then up only a half an inch? That's the same principle because you want that batter to cling to the sides of the pan so it rises up. So only grease the bottom. And then we can just put in our batter. And you want to fill these up about 2/3 full. If you get too high, batter's going to overflow. If you get too low, then you're not going to get a mounded muffin. That's one thing I didn't see in France too many were muffins. I don't know if I wasn't looking for them or not, because they got a lot of pastries, made out of pastry dough. So you got your croissants and all different sizes and shapes. And they had like little mini ones, and they had little rolls made out of the same dough, filled with chocolate chips or currants. But I didn't see too many muffins. I'm just kind of evening this out here with all this extra batter. Don't want to put too much in there, because remember, we only want 2/3 full. And then we put these in the oven and we'll bake these for about 18 to 20 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. And these will be our apple muffins. Woo-hoo.
Winning a ribbon at the Minnesota State Fair is not easy as pie.
Oh, it's anything but. And that's not stopping a Crystal Man, though, and as Shannon Slatton explains, he's trying to take competitive baking to a whole new level.
If I didn't do good at the county fair, then I'm not going to enter it in the state fair.
There are blue ribbon bakers.
When you go into the fair, you look at everybody else's and see who's won what.
And then there's Roy Barham.
And then you start planning your strategy right away for the next year.
This Crystal Man started competitive baking 10 years ago.
And after I sobered up in 2000, then I started wondering about competition, because I've always been cooking and baking my entire life.
But winning a ribbon isn't as easy as you might imagine.
It takes years of entering and winning and losing to figure out what they're looking for. And I'm still learning.
He enters the maximum entries allowed, which is 25, and this year Roy plans to enter a new recipe in the drop cookie category.
White chocolate chip, cranberry, walnut cookie. And it's just to die for.
As Roy talks us through the process.
Doing state fair competition, if you use all butter in your cookies, when you bake them, they spread out in your oven. Everybody knows that.
It might seem like he's done this before.
We're going to let this beat for at least 2.5 to 3 minutes.
Because he has.
The Northwoods Cooking Show.
Roy has produced the Northwoods Cooking Show,
Starring Uncle Roy.
in his kitchen on public access for 3 years.
We have a special guest today, my mom. Ah, come on in, Mom.
As fans of his show continue to grow.
Boy, you can smell that garlic a mile away. Sniffing bites.
So does Roy's competitive nature.
The purple one there, that was for my coffee cake. And that was the year that I beat Marjorie Johnson. I did it twice.
Even though Roy has won more than 450 ribbons,
That's what everybody's goal is, to beat Marjorie Johnson.
the 2 times Roy beat the premier state fair baker is what he values the most.
She sets the standard because she's so good. You know, that's what you strive for, is to try to beat her. And if you do that, then you can put a feather in your hat and say, I am really a good baker.
But out of all of the delicious goodies Roy bakes to practice and to compete,
I'm diabetic too, so I don't eat all my treats,
in Crystal, Shannon Slatton,
which is kind of hard.
12 News.
Baking isn't the only category Roy enters. He plans to compete in the maximum number of canned good categories as well. So along with all those baked goods, Roy hauls 40 jars of jellies and jams and relishes to the state fair every year too. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so competitive.
He's playing for keeps. Yeah, Marjorie's at the top, so that's who to shoot for.
That's right.
Oh, Callie, look at, we got apple muffins. Oh, here comes the little stinker now. Look at it. Oh, come here, come here. Get over here and sit pretty. Oh, oh, oh. Look, the little stinker. She ran away. Ran with the neighbor. Oh, the little stinker. Yeah, little stinker. So these are apple muffins. How do they turn out, Callie? Really good, aren't they? Mmm. Applebee's and cinnamonies. Mmm. Oh, should we see who wrote us this week, Miss Callie Alice? The little stinker? Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's so pretty for this one. So pretty for the males. Here. Oh, points. Sit. Shake part. Oh, other part. Oh, so pretty. Oh. There you go. Dear Uncle Roy and Miss Callie, I was wondering, do you have a good sauce for a butternut squash-filled ravioli? Oh, signed, Jason of, where is it, Matt? Out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. Oh, that's at one of our sister cities. Hello. We got 2 sister cities in Massachusetts. Hello. Yeah, but the reason I was surprised over that is because I did, what would be good with your butternut squash ravioli? 'Cause I made that from scratch. Oh God, it was quite long time ago. And we made out the whole pasta and I did the butternut squash raviolis. And what I made it for was tomato basil soup. That is so good. My homemade tomato basil soup, I believe it's like on the very beginning of my episodes. I think it's the first one, actually. Anyway, it's the tomato basil soup is an excellent, perfect accompaniment for butternut squash ravioli. It's the best combination there is. And it works out just wonderful. So that would be my suggestion to you for your ravioli, is to not put it in a spaghetti sauce, which you can. And you know, it's tomatoey, it goes with it great. But I love it in a soup. It's just wonderful. So, from Miss Callie, the pew stinker herself, causing troubles. She was 2 streets over and 4 houses down. My roommate just found her. If she wasn't doing the show, she'd be in the kennel right now. Troubles, big troubles. We like to say, get over here and get in positions. Come here. Get over here and turn around. Come here. Turn around. Oh. Pew. Get over here. Come here. Over here. Turn around. Get over here. Come here. Get over here. Turn around. Come here. Over here. Turn around. Get in positions. We want to say, eat healthy, be safe, and spread the sunshine. Say goodbye, Pewy. Yeah. Bye-bye. Stinker. Oh, troubles.